Look, I'm not saying that what I'm about to do is a intelligent or wise decision. But if you noticed from earlier, I did place 4 hard-boiled eggs into the Old Bay vat, and I only consumed one. And I sat here and I thought, well, I'm going to have another one. And I thought, well, I'll be damned if I don't eat another one of those Old Bay love bombs in a video, because this basically doubles up for the Daily Wad challenge, which is driving me nuts. But I love him. You know, the Daily Wad is like a piece of sand that gets right in the crack of my oyster. And he irritates me just enough to get stuff done. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking the Daily Wad challenge. Now, again, I'm not saying that it's a wise decision. And I'm not saying I'm, even worried about the result of eating 3 hard-boiled love bombs. But I am wearing every sacred artifact that I have in good luck charm. There are 2 missing, so this spell might not work. That which preserves my life. So, as they say, bon appetit. You might not have noticed these from earlier. These are my delicious in the light Old Bay love bombs. Oh man, that light just don't do it justice. Maybe there? There we go. I mean, you should see what eventually kills me. Just kidding. The important thing to remember when eating hard-boiled eggs in rapid succession, you should have some water or juice. I would not recommend carbonated beverage, because you'll find that the yolks, if you choose to eat the yolks, you don't have to if you don't want to. Power on. As you eat the egg, the yolks are very dry. Almost like a really bitter potato. Like a potato that's just very angry about life. Pardon me. I'm washing down with them. 100% juice, apple and Eve, raspberry cranberry. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay, that's 1 egg down. The juice is getting me there. I'm just saying, everyone. So, talk about artifacts. Talk about talismans. I was talking to a friend of mine, a friend of mine the other day, Brusco. Cha-ching. I was talking to him. I said, nothing really destroyed collecting comic books for me, like working for a comic book company, which will remain nameless, but may share a common name for a stripper. Anyway, working in the comic book business really destroyed the comic book passion for me, because I saw it as a business. I saw a lot of things be ground out. And not ground out in a good way. Like the 3rd Old Bay love bomb I'm about to consume. Don't do this at home, kids. So I was talking to my friend Bruce the other day. I was like, it kind of ruined comic books for me. But what's kind of drawn me back are online comics. They're very liberating as a consumer. When I was a small child, my mom would take me to the library all the time, and we'd have the reading list. I was on the Sneakers or Sneaks summer reading program or what have you. I'd read all the regular books, but there was a box in the back corner, a little cardboard box wrapped in gift paper. And I remember it plainly because it was right at the base of like this 12-foot window. The Randallstown Public Library has these beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows that have different placement throughout the library. But there was this box, looked like a gift that had already been opened, and it was filled with comic books. Now, in the comic book industry, they kind of work at like magazines. If I send you an issue of Elle magazine, it's like a 5-pound magazine. I mean, that's not that I love women's fashion. I do. Let's just say I send you a 5-pound magazine. Well, I've paid for shipping to get it out there. I've put it on a tractor trailer. I've put it in the belly of a plane, what have you. If you don't sell it and it's stale, you just ship it back. Well, I don't want to pay you for the return. So I say, just look, rip off the front covers and send me 100 front covers, and that itself will be 5 pounds instead of like £500. So you save a ton of money. Well, then the comic book shops have these innards of the comic books, and they're not allowed to sell them. They're not supposed to. Sorry if I ratted you out, but they're not supposed to sell them. At that point, they can donate them. They can keep them for themselves. And a lot of them got donated to the library. So there's a big box, big gift wrap box of all these comic book fantasies just sitting there right at the base of this gigantic, cathedral window, shining light in on a young man that never knew why covers were important on comic books. Like, I never knew the writers. I didn't get a lot of the cover art, so. But hey, I still love comic books, man. Spider-Man was my first one. My first comic book was a comic book that came free if Mom bought a giant container of all temperature all. So naturally, Sean went into George's at the time, before it was Food Lion, many, many years before Food Lion. I went in there, I was like, Mom, I want a comic book. Like, who's Spider-Man? I don't know. I think I watched him on Saturday morning cartoons. It was Amazing Spider-Friends? Yeah, I remember Craven was in a couple episodes. If you ever get the chance, if you're a Spidey fan, Death of Craven is... Man, we have gotten way off topic. Here I am trying to consume these eggs. I'm really stalling for time because I don't want to die. I'm not even going to need juice for this one because I've been talking up a storm. The other benefit of Old Bay, and like a smattering of Old Bay, like dirty roll. I mean, look at that. I mean, if I tried to sell that to you, you'd be like, mm-mm. But if I told you how to make one, you'd be like, yes. It's true. Watch it do it. Oh my God. Oh my God, yeah. Need a little juice on that one. So naturally, I've been doing the Daily Wad Challenge, which he may or may not admit to actually doing. But anyway, I'm going to issue to him the Nuzzle the Puzzle Challenge. Go ahead and film yourself with no edits, no retakes, no second takes, eating your favorite food from your hometown, and explain why it's wonderful. But don't hurt yourself. Thank you for sticking in with me. I really appreciate it. That's a really amazing dish. Patient bee, everyone. Patient bee.